Alrighty, we're going to get in today's trade recap and charting session. Today was a great day. We actually crushed it. 150 point trade, live with you guys. That was pretty incredible. I didn't expect it to run that much, but we just let it go. A couple nice shorts on gold, so let's get into it. So what I was looking at on gold here, shout out to Sarah actually. She pointed out these levels on gold. And then when I hopped on, I noticed that we had just taken these highs on gold. If you look, we got these all-time highs right here, right? So if we zoom out a little, go down to the 1 hour here, you can see we got these relative equal highs, and we swept those, right? At what time was that? At 9 a.m. we had swept those. So seeing that and not displacing above it, like you notice on the 1 hour here, we have no solid candle close above it. Even on the 15-minute, look at this, right? There's no solid close above that. So that's a clear liquidity sweep, right? So then we hop down onto the 2-minute, and it was just a basic sell model. That's all it was. Like literally, like look, we sweep these highs. We do close above, just above on the 2-minute, but on the larger time frame, it was just a sweep, right? So we come down. I seen this big displacement through our level, and you guys know, like, levels are my bread and butter. That's what I trade. I didn't like how Nasdaq was coming out the open. We've had some very bad, very shit price action on Nasdaq the last little bit. The first usually half an hour, very algorithmic, just no good entry. So I hopped on the gold, seen the sell setup. We have displacement right here. As soon as we break this signal bar, there's our entry bar, target right down here. I had a stop just above the level, and that was it. Beautiful trade, not much drawdown. It was nice. So then we came back up, and I noticed we didn't close above the level. So you guys know, when we don't close above a level and we continue back down, usually that's a strong side. We're going to continue to the downside. So as soon as we had this signal bar here, we don't break above the level, displacement down, my entry bar right there, and that was it. Just straight sell model down. I was looking at this liquidity here, and I really just started to trail my stop down here. As soon as I seen this pop back up, that was it. I was out. So that was the trades for gold. Basically we had those highs swept. Just no displacement, really, no strong close above it. Strong bearish candles down, huge displacement through the level. So I took the first sell, another push up, no close above the level, another displacement candle, another 2-minute sell set up, and that's it. So these are very easy entry models, these 2-minute sells off these levels. When you see liquidity taken and we have displacement through a level and we have that signal in that entry bar, a lot of the times we will get continuation to the downside. Not every time, but most of the time, we will. So those were the 2 trades on gold, and that put me up pretty good on the day. We'll hop on to Nas, see what we got here on the old Nasdaq. So Nasdaq, I did not expect this, to be honest, you guys. This is like the last 3 trading days. We've opened up and just slow grind just down. It's hard to get an entry unless we have a level, and I didn't even think we'd really. I wasn't sure what we were going to do at open. And you guys know the game plan was, if we get below this level, 21,664, we have this sell side liquidity. That was one of the things. Also, this 15-minute gap was a big thing for us at the open. If we can push off it, we got these equal highs. Now, we did create SMT right here, so that might have sparked the sell-off, and then we came up, swept these highs, but I was surprised we didn't take these equal highs. I really am. So shorts were kind of, Now we came down, displaced right through a level. I hate when they do this, when it runs and we don't catch it, but I like to wait for the 2-minute sell setup. That's what I trade. So on the 1 minute, I didn't catch it. I mean, you could have chased it. I think some people did. I waited for the 2-minute, and it was actually like 30 points here from the time of entry. We got this, and it kind of sucks because I took some contracts off, and then I left one, and I literally got stopped out on this wick. Like literally, it was just like, fuck, like it literally stopped me out, then ran. So it's all good though. That was 3 for 3, 2 shorts on gold and a nice, 20, 30 point trade here on NQ. You guys know I always say the same thing, like stacking base hits is what builds accounts. We don't have to get these massive moves. We don't have to try and chase or catch this whole move. You know what I mean? As long as we can get a piece of it, trading our levels, that's it, right? So that was the 3rd trade. Need some water. Now this last trade was a loss, and I'm completely okay with taking this out. This is one of my models, to be honest. So there's a couple things here. We've taken this liquidity. Also, look at market open up here, right? So market open 930. Look at this. This is a 300 point sell-off. Okay, so I expect some type of retracement. We push back up, we break above our level, and we hold above this fair value gap, right? So my first entry, I went in small because I didn't want to give back too much profit, was on the 2-minute buy setup. And then I averaged in right down here. So when we pushed down and held this little, I thought we were going to hold this fair value gap, I added some more. And we pushed up. I was in profit, but I just got stopped out. The market was just too weak. I'm surprised we didn't get this, though, to be honest, because a lot of the times when we take, this is like my liquidity sweep model combined with our 2-minute buy setup. Like we come back, we do displace above the level. We are closing above this fair value gap. We inverse this fair value gap. Like realistically, structure is telling us that we could run back up to the upside. We got equal highs up here. We got all this generated buy side liquidity, this LR that we created from the move down. But the market was just too weak. So I got stopped out there. Not a big deal. I'm okay with that stop. I don't think it was a bad entry or a bad trade. You know, I seen what I seen. Liquidity taken, massive sell-off, displacement above the level, a hold above this fair value gap. Just didn't work out. That's just a trade that didn't work out. So I'm okay with that, right? I was still very green on the day. The first 3 trades I had some size on. I was trading minis on this one and regular size on gold. And then these 2 I was trading micros. So this last trade was an absolute banger, 150 points. It was massive trade. And I'm going to show you exactly why I took it. Mainly it was order flow. I was watching my depths of market. But I noticed we came down here and created an SMT. Okay, and we created these equal lows right there. So I'm going to kind of erase it because you can't. So you see the SMT, right? Boom. We create the SMT. We take this low on NQ, but not ES. And then at the same time, we swept these equal lows right here. No solid close above it. As soon as I seen that, I entered. Now, I was going to build a position. I was super small on this. I was going to build a position. I would build until we hit this level because I did expect if we come down for this level to be hit. But we didn't. We just ran. And once I seen this change in state delivery, once I seen us hold above this and continue higher, man, I was just in it for the long haul, right? I almost sold right here. We do have a 2-minute hold of our level. Notice no close. But look at that. Displacement right above and then continuation. So that's basically that liquidity sweep model that I trade. You know, like it was liquidity swept here. We don't have an inversion fair value gap, but we have it on ES. And you guys know I trade structure on ES too. So I got in early on that liquidity sweep SMT. And then right here, as soon as I seen this, I knew we were going to run. I just felt it. Not new, you never know. But I was just like, okay, if we're going to go, it's going to go now. Like we have all kinds of generated buy side liquidity. We've swept all kinds of equal lows. We actually have another hourly wick down here. Where was it? Yeah, like we swept this liquidity and then we swept these equal lows. Look at those. Boom. Relative equal lows right there. So, you know, seeing that and that final, look at that. We ended up stopping right at our level today. Oh man, I love these levels. So seeing that liquidity sweep, sweeping these equal lows, the SMT, I got in on an early entry. When we do close above this fair value gap, that creates an inversion fair value gap. That's basically the liquidity sweep. That's a change in state of delivery, or the change in state of delivery is clearing above these highs, right? So, you know, that was a beautiful trade, 150 points. Put me up well green on the day. You can't complain. Like, that was a beautiful trading day, you guys. Every single trade, except for this last one, was off our level. Now, this last one obviously was the big trade, but, you know, did we expect it to run like that? No, I didn't. So, and even if you missed it, you could have took a nice level bounce here, right? So if we push above our level, what do? We hold this fair value gap right here, okay? Here's our model play out. And then we have this OTE range from this swing low to that swing high. Look at right there. Now, it doesn't hold it perfect, but there is a little bit leeway on these OTE ranges in these discount areas, right? Like, you know, there's a 0.79 or 7.1, I think 7.9% down here. But still, we come down, tap our level, hold OTE, boom. You could take another entry right here, okay? We clear that candle. There you go, right there. Where's our target? These equal highs, 43 points. 40 points, right? Where's our stop? Just below here. Oh, just below the level. So this model played out nice. It's our model that we always look for, my ICT level model. We have displacement above the level. We have a retracement back into discount. We have a fair value gap. We hold it. We take the entry and we see strength and we target these equal highs right here. So I'm going to go over this model over and over again with you guys. It happens every single day. Every single day we get this entry model. Now, I was done for the day. I didn't even look at the charts until, you know, pretty well an hour ago. And that was it, really. Now let's just continue on and see what happens throughout the day. So notice we push up. We don't close above our level. Right here, we get some chop, but you could have taken a sell set up here. Actually, look at here's, it's not the 2 minute, it's not the cleanest, but we have displacement through our level, OTE, right? OTE lines right up with our level. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's see if we got anything on the 1 minute for a fair value gap. And oh my God, look at that. Exactly what we want to see. Little fair value gap right there. Boom. Right at our level. Again, when this structure plays out with our level, it's very high probability setup. So we just seen it twice. We've seen it to the long side. We've seen it to the downside. Now right here, you could have taken a sell model here. We have displacement, right? And you would have got, you would have got, what's that? 20 points off that. But this just goes to show not every time those sell models are going to be perfect. It's still profitable, still a profitable trade. You could have scalped it, put your stop to break even when you get some profits. But until we actually see this actual structure play out. And right here too, let's just see. So we do have, but we don't really have a fair value gap here. You notice that? Do you notice there's no fair value gap here? When we trace back up, no fair value gap to displace out of. Right here, we do have a fair value gap. So from the swing low to the, or swing high to the swing low, we got the fair value gap and we got our level. So, this one's just a little bit cleaner. I'm sure you guys see that, right? So that PDF model is in our entry models tab. Just review it, go over it. So let's review these again. I'm going to go over these one more time because today was a great day. So our gold, 2 minute sell setups. Gold's just on fire lately. So we had these highs taken, this liquidity taken, pushed down, displacement through our level, 2 minute sell setup, clear drawn liquidity. We don't have a close above our level, 2 minute sell setup, push down, clear drawn liquidity, right? NQ, this one here, sell setup, liquidity taken. I wish we hadn't got stopped out on this. Like we took profits, stopped out to break even. So it's still like a 20+ point trade, but like I just got stopped out. I would have just let this run. Like I would have just tried to get a level to level move, right? So as soon as we displaced through this level, now the reason why I didn't take this down here, you guys, we do have the 2 minute sell set up here. Look, right here. And yes, you would have got like 70 points out of that, but we just took this liquidity. So that's where you have to make those decisions. Like, are you going to chase this? Yes, it would have played out, but we also could have just taken this liquidity, break our level, taken this liquidity here, and then bounced hardcore to the upside, right? So I'm just not going to take a late short like that. I'm going to wait, and I'm just going to wait. That's all there is to it. And I did try to take the long, but obviously I got stopped out. So this long here got stopped out, and this is our liquidity sweep model. A sweep for those lows, SMT. We actually displaced through this fair value gap, causing an IFVG, and then that's it. It's off to the races. Those are the trades today. I really want you guys to go back, study it every day, study the trades we take, study the action, look at the levels, do the market replays, all that. Notice we came down, held that level, end of the day, perfectly. So the levels played out, and that's all I got. That's the review for today. Is there any questions, real quick? None. I know there's only a couple people in here, so I'm just seeing if there is any questionos. This was a monster trade. I wish I had size on for this. Monster trade. But either way, review these models. You guys know what's up. I'm gonna call it a day. So basically, again, review these models. Even this, the break and the retest, OTE, fair value gap. Where's our target? Our target is these highs, right? So the same thing down here. Boom, right here. Break of our level. Jump down on the 1 minute. We look for a fair value gap. We got a small fair value gap. We got OTE, and we have our level, right? Our level of 21,551. There we go. There's our entry right here. This would have been a beautiful short. So we got our entry right here. We got the close below. Look at no 2-minute close above that. Notice that? No 2-minute close above that. That's what we want. Entry here, target, these lows right here. Boom. This would have been a snipe. Now obviously I was done for the day. You know, there's your sell side liquidity, and that would have been a nice 25 points. You know, that's an easy 25 points. You could have let a runner go, and like, look at this. If you had let a runner go on this, this would have paid big time. Look at this. That's where you get those 100-point trades. So this is a perfect example where we see our setup, we take it, we take profit here, then we set our stop to break even and just let the runner go. So you put on, you know, whether you got 5 micros or 10 micros or 2 minis or 3 minis, you take 1 or 2 contracts off here, let one sit, and then just let the rest go, level to level move. That's a beautiful, perfect level to level move right here. And then look at, where do we bounce? Right at our level. So review this. It's a great model. You guys know it's in the entry models tab. It's my favorite model to trade, the ICT level model. Just basically with that level combined with that little ICT structure is very powerful. So that's all I got. Yeah, we'll get back to it tomorrow. Live trading again tomorrow. I'm stoked. Let's crush it.